Hello again, all Life Path number fours. This is your February reading for 2020. I've changed it up a little bit. We can now actually have the camera down and you can see the cards as well as this ugly mug. I've also added some extra cards into the spread at the moment. And just before I get into the cards, I'm going to ask you to accept the messages that resonate with you in love and light and leave the messages that don't resonate with you in love and light for someone else. So we've picked your cards. I'm going to do a horseshoe spread, so we'll lay those out. So hopefully that's on camera and you can see it now. And which means I don't actually have to hold up numbers and that sort of type thing. We've done it this way. Some mighty powerful cards here. So, and I can also use clarifying cards. We've got an extra message from the Wisdom of the Oracle card, which is by the book. And these four cards over here, I've been doing 3 cards and then clarifying some of the cards. This is your love reading. So we'll do those ones at the end, but that deck there is the Gilded Tarot cards. They're pretty straight to the point, no mucking around, so I was guided to use those for the love reading, so excuse me. Right, brilliant card in the centre, the star card. This is Wish Upon a Star, if I can pick the cards up. It says, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So this is all your hopes and dreams basically coming true. The star card, especially in that position in the central card, all these other cards are pulling off of this one central card. So we'll get into reading these other ones shortly. But definitely with the star card, if you can see the star in the card here, that's the star you can wish upon, and that star is actually the North Star in the skies. So whenever you're making wishes, intentions, all that sort of type thing, if you want to go out at night time, look for the North Star, which is the brightest star in the sky. It's also related to the star card. So like it says, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So we'll go into your past card here, which is the Two of Michael, or the Two of Swords. And this is usually depicted a woman, blindfolded woman, sitting on a seat with 2 swords crossed, okay, in the normal tarot. In this deck, it's 2 unicorns, and their horns aren't actually crossed, but they're pointing towards each other. This one, being that it's in your past, you've had to make a decision in the past. And you've got one coming up that you need to make a decision on, because I say you might not have made the decision yet is because this one here at the bottom, it reads, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Not making this decision is actually holding you back one way or the other, okay? 9 times out of 10 with a decision, if you've made the wrong decision, universe comes in, kicks you back onto the decision that you should have made further on down the track, but you'll see why the decision was the wrong decision, sort of type thing. Not that there is wrong or right, it's only learning in life. So it doesn't matter what decision you make, it's all better if you just make that decision. It also says find a compromise in over-analysing a problem, okay? So don't over-analyse the decision or the problem. Find a compromise. Finding a compromise might be the decision that you have to make. So all parties are, it works for everybody sort of type thing, not just yourself. So that's your past card. So there's a decision that you need to make, I feel. You haven't made it yet, although that card is in your past. That card is telling me it will all be better if you just make a decision. So, and especially with that star card being in the centre there, it says a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So once you've made that decision, it's the end of that difficult situation. Your present card is the Queen of Ariel. Now this is what I call my opulence card. Queen of Ariel is the coin suit. This is, if you have a look at it, there's a lot of gold on this card. Everything basically is gold other than the fruit basket down here. This is basically what you've been working towards, sort of type thing, where you might have arrived at, because it's your present card. It says nurture yourself and those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical and wise advice. So with this queen, she's all about the coins sort of type thing. She likes the finery in life, she likes the finer things in life. This is heading towards that sort of type thing. And even if you're only at the beginning stages of making your coin, you've just gone out into the work world, all this sort of type thing, you can place this scenario to wherever you are in life and whoever you are in life, being in a life path number 4. This is you reaching like the pinnacle sort of type thing of finances, all that sort of type thing. You've got your coins all in a row. You've actually got your, there's 2 queens here. Yes, there is. With the Queen of Ariel here, you've also got the Queen of Raphael in your future card. The Queen of Raphael is, well, the Raphael suit is basically the cup suit. I think then it says kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. What kind of just jumped out to me then is you have this opulence. You can share it with other people. You can share it with family, all this sort of type thing. Especially when you get to this stage in life, you've learned that, not to hang on to your coin sort of type thing. This is how the coins came back to you, because you shared it. You nurtured other people, all this sort of type thing. That's how your wealth comes into a person's life sort of thing. The thing I wrote on my Facebook page not so long ago, not to hold on to people, places and things, and especially money. It's there for everybody to enjoy. There's enough for everybody. Especially this is, cups is the heart, or I call it like a heart suit. This is giving and receiving with a grateful heart sort of type thing, because the more that you give, the more that you receive, is I think what I'm trying to say here. Although this isn't a specific sort of scenario sort of thing playing out here, with the star card in the centre, that's your answer sort of type thing, if that makes sense. Your dreams come true, believe in yourself, the end of difficult situations. It says down here, follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. The psychic information doesn't have to be psychic information. It can be your angelic team, your guides, guardians, angels, whatever you want to believe in, giving you that psychic information, if you like, and to do that you need to be in this state of, peacefulness, to receive that information as well. This to me is like me sitting on a beach sort of type thing. I love the ocean waves, the hearing the crashing of the ocean waves, all that sort of type thing. It puts me in a different space, if you like. It makes me very calm and very relaxed. So this is what you need if you want that psychic information as well, for where you're next going. So, and also going back to this decisions card, that's the state you need to be in to make that decision calm, centered, all that type of thing. So, but I don't see a problem, because I can see the other cards here. Your best path to follow is the King of Gabriel. The King of Gabriel is the wand suit, so he's the highest card in the wand suit, and this is your best path to follow. It says generous, inspirational, dramatic and driven. Keep your eyes on the big picture, leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. Again, something about home and family coming in here. The Cancer energy is coming in. We just have all these eclipses in the sign of Capricorn and one in the sign of Cancer. All to do with, like, Capricorn is your home, your career and finances and all the outer world, rules, regulations, all that sort of type thing. And this card here is all about, the wands is a fiery sort of energy. It's a go-getter. It's out there and You've also got with these Queen cards here, especially this one here, the Cancer energy coming into it, where um, this is about home and family, about giving, receiving, all that sort of type thing, love, nurturing, that sort of type thing. But this one here, this card being your best path to follow, and this is talking about, I'm going to read it again, sort of thing, keep your eyes on the big picture, okay? So this is the big picture sort of type thing. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. This is taking into account, other people that you work with, your home, your family, all that sort of type thing. So you could kind of say this has got both energies in it, the Cancerian and the Capricorn energy in it at the moment. So, and this is one of the best cards in the deck, is the star card sort of type thing. You've done all the right things, you've made your coin, all that sort of thing. You've got the fire and the passion, all that sort of thing. Your environments card here is also a very, very good card. It's the Four of Gabriel, which is usually celebrations, news and messages. Well, not really news and messages, but it's to do with a celebration. It could be a wedding, this could be an engagement. Remember, these are general readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, if you're already married, I haven't even looked at your love cards yet. It says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work, release yourself from burdensome situations. And maybe that's where this king comes in. It says, you're all about the detail, but leave the other smaller detail to other people. You're the one working out the plans and, where you're going, sort of type thing. Yeah, and keeping your eyes on the bigger picture sort of type thing. This could be you also going to a wedding or some sort of celebration as well. So it says, time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. All this, especially with Queen of Uriel here, has taken hard work to get there, especially to get the star card as well. Time for a celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Release yourself from burdensome situations. So, being that this is your environments card too, this could be the burdensome situation. Once you've made your decision here with Two of Michael, that is releasing yourself from that burdensome situation. So, your hopes and fears card here, that's a pretty good card too. And this is the King of Raphael. So you've got the King and Queen. You could almost say this is like the family unit. This could be Mr. and Mrs. as well. But it's a good suit together. It's a good match together. So this might be coming into sort of your home and family sort of environment, your love relationship even. I'm just going to pick up this oracle card here. Whatever you're doing, do it by the book. Okay, you don't cut corners. You don't do anything that's a little bit underhanded to make your coin, all that sort of type thing. You've got this card for a reason. You have to do it by the book, okay? There's no other way, and it's also a number 2. You have a look there. You also have the 2 suit cards here, the King and the Queen. So whatever you're doing, especially in a relationship, or it could be a business partnership, you do it by the book, okay? I'm going to pop that one down here. I'm just going to read what it says here, and this is in your hopes and fears card. It says, yes, it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. Follow your creative passions. So this is a very Neptunian sort of card. So is this one. It's all about the water sort of. You could say it's to do with the watery emotions. Love relationships are watery emotions. Whatever you're doing, do it by the book. But yes, it's safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things at once. You don't get here unless you have many things to accomplish. This is a lot of hard work to get to the Queen of Uriel here. But you've got the star card in the centre, like I said. You can go across the board here. You've got the Queen of Uriel saying, nurture yourself, those you love, the ability to make anything more beautiful, practical, wise advice. The star card here, which is a major arcana. Card, it says, a dream come true, believe in yourself, the end of difficult situation. And then you've got the King of Raphael here, saying the ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So your frontal outcome card here is the Chariot card. So you're up and you're running and you're moving. This is definitely movement. With the Chariot card here, it says determination and self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So that's a pretty good card to finish with. But to get to the Chariot card, just remember the Oracle card here, wisdom of the Oracle card here. Everything has to be done by the book. Okay, there's no other way around it. You can't cut corners. You know, you want this opulence, whatever, wherever, whatever stage you are in life, you've got to do it by the book. But you will get there. You know, Tarot cards are a very good card. I'm just going to pull these cards down a bit because I'm going to bring this Chariot card up again. Excuse me. This is number 7 too, and this is a lot of introspective work that's been done to get here. But you're still in that phase of being introspective and learning about things. Even with the King of Gabriel here, this is, you know, learning information, keeping your eyes on the big picture. That's what keeps jumping out at me at that card. The big picture is that you're well on your way to where you want to be, and you've done it quite successfully, or you will be doing it quite successfully. So, but like I say, you know, by the book, it's you know, that card's out there for a reason. I'm going to go now to your love reading. Your first card is tying in quite nicely. Actually, some of them is tying in quite nicely with your work situation here with the Star card and, you know, like the Queen of Ariel, the King of Gabriel. This is the Master Craftsman. This is being noticed for your work. But this being a love relationship, this means that you've created a love relationship that people are noticing, you know. People are noticing your relationship sort of type thing. You know, you might have people say, well, you know, how did you get to this point in your relationship sort of type thing. This is the Master Craftsman, remember? Master Craftsman in a relationship is the wheels of forces behind that, you know, love relationship. This is give and take. This is working quite hard in a love relationship as well. Not quite sure how to put these in my hands and go that way. Your next card, I'm just going to have a look at it, is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is movement sort of type thing. So your relationship isn't stagnant at the moment. It's actually moving forward. You've got another good card there. And this is the 7 of Pentacles as well. This is, you know, again, waiting for the harvest of this relationship. You know, you've both been working on it. Or maybe there needs to be a little bit more work done on it in this relationship for the harvest to come. But I'm not worried about it because you guys have got actually 4 cards that jump out of the deck. You've actually got the Ace of Cups again. This can be sort of rekindling relationships sort of type thing, rekindling the romance, but your cup is overflowing sort of type thing, and you've got a bit of divine guidance here. You can see those rays coming from this eye up here. This can be people watching you as well. This is people watching your relationship, how it's played out over the years, or however long you've been together. This is actually quite a good card. Sometimes this can be a stalker card, as in that eyes watching, you know, but I feel that it's other people watching you and your relationship, how it's unfolded sort of type thing. So I don't think I need to put any clarifying cards here because, you know, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here, I'm just going to pop these cards down because it's easy for me. So yeah, what I see from those cards there, this is you having worked on your relationship sort of type thing, or your relationship. The Knight of Wands is quite a fiery suit, it's quite passionate. If it was a page, it's kind of a younger thing, you know, a younger situation. But you've got the Knight of Wands here, you know, that's sort of having, a good brain in your head. You've worked on the situation. The Seven of Pentacles there, you're waiting for that harvest to come in. You're always working on things. With the Seven of Pentacles there, you can see the woman there tending to the pentacles and the trees sort of type thing, making sure, they're watered, fed, whatever. It's not quite ready to be picked sort of type thing. This is only the 7. You'll get to the 8, to the 9, all that sort of type thing. But your fourth card that came out is that Ace of Cups, which everything is, that's that when you first meet a person sort of type thing, it's that feeling, that bond you have. It could be a soulmate relationship sort of type thing, but this is predestined, as in, see there's rays of light coming down here. It's all predestined that you were supposed to be with this person sort of thing. It's usually with the Ace of Cups, it's a hand of God sort of with this cup in the cloud offering it to you sort of thing. So, I think your relationship is pretty on par with where it should be at the moment. So your relationship's pretty good, and especially when you get the Four of Gabriel here in your environment. It also tells me that your love relationship is exactly where it needs to be at the moment. So, this is a celebration and, celebrate and enjoy each other's company, all that sort of type thing. So, in other words, you have actually done it all by the book. There's been no underhanded sort of type thing. You've worked on the relationship. I can't really say much more about it. I will pull one extra card though, just for a little bit of clarification. Oops, all those ones before. See if one will come out for us. There. And you've got the other card. These are my two worker cards, basically. The Six of Pentacles is actually a very good card. This is the other Master Craftsman. So, like I said, you've been working on your relationship. This is the Master Craftsman. This is also the Master Craftsman. Maybe teaching other people, about their relationship, how they did it, how they managed it, how did they manage. No relationship is perfect. How did they, manage the imperfect bits in a relationship? How did they bond together? How did they work things out? This could be you actually telling somebody else or teaching somebody else, might be even your children, of how things, have worked out, sort of thing, that you're where you are right now. And so it's a really good reading, guys. I'm so pleased for you. I know an awful lot of Life Path number 4s that'll be very happy with that reading. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave that reading there. I hope you've enjoyed this version. If you need a personal reading, you can always contact me at Sun Moon Tarot and Numerology, my website, or through my Facebook page, which is under the same name. And I will see you all again for March's readings. Until then, love and light, guys.